Do do do. Let's see. That is not real life. There we go. Let's see. Oh, camera's a bit tilted. That's actually pretty fine. We'll keep it like that. Hello, YouTube. There we go. There's YouTube chat. Oh, now we have a double. Hey, Uthi. Hang on. Let me restart stream, buddy. It's an interesting issue. Stream, buddy. All right, join Twitch, join YouTube. There we go. Now we're golden. Oh my goodness, it's so windy. All right, that is good. That is. I think we're all set up then. Let's drink some apple juice. Hey, Chef Dave. Hey, Ray. I really hope we don't get rained out of here. But we'll see. What's up, Demon Days? Demon Days is air drying. That would go really fast in this weather. It would also be very cold in this weather to air dry. Hang on, let's check the other side. I just realized we have something coming. There they are. Look at that. Ooh, what is that? Is that a dredge? Looks like no. It's a tanker. All right. Hang on. One more thing. Let me grab this. Good morning, EG. So the fog has finally gone away. I think it only left like yesterday or Thursday that the fog was gone. So we almost had a whole week of mist and fog. But the rain has come instead. So now we're dealing with rain instead of fog. At least we have visibility though. Sulzy, good morning or hello or afternoon. Jacob, good morning. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, the wind makes it quite chilly actually. Let me grab my gloves here. There we go. In terms of ships, I don't expect too many special things today. I looked at the schedules for the pilots and I really didn't see much. So we'll have to see. Bruce, hello, hello. I am just glad to be out on the river again. A bit of fresh air. The air quality was getting bad actually where I live because of the continuous mist. I feel like something's wobbly. I don't know what it is. No, we're good. So yeah, we couldn't stream on Saturday because there was way too much mist. We couldn't stream on Sunday because there was way too much mist. I saw a picture of one, I think I posted in the Discord, of one of the pilots that works on the river here. And he was sailing, I think, on Wednesday. And he had like 50 meters of visibility. He couldn't see the bow of the ship from the bridge of the ship. So that's how thick the mist was. So that's really crazy. More live emails? No idea, Uthi, what Twitch is doing. We missed the streams while on vacation. It's so relaxing. I would think the vacation could also be relaxing. Welcome back, Sulzy. Scythe, hello, hello. Good to see all the regulars in the chat. Let me grab this cable. Sunday is supposed to be a clear day, so I'm looking forward to Sunday. But if tomorrow's something interesting on the river and the weather's good, I'll come out as well. I do see we have a crane over there. Is that a crane ship or is that on land? Hard to tell. in the distance. So there is less wind on the river than I anticipated when I was coming here, because it's coming from inland, so it's a southern wind, kind of southwesternish, I think. Grab something here. So there's a little bit of a drizzle, but I don't mind that for the camera. I think that's fine. Maybe I should put this cable like this. Oh, hang on. No, I'm missing it. The Matanya taking the corner. Oh yeah, there's ships coming out of the lock just now. But yeah, I thought it was going to be a bit more spectacular for ships being on the river with the wind, but so far it's been pretty tame. In terms of like waves and bumpiness, you can even see the water is a little bit wrinkly, but it's not really wavy like we've seen before. It's probably because it's in a southern inland wind. What on earth is the red ship? It's a gas tanker, chemical, or an LPG. Not too sure. I have to look. What is this? Coral Shasta. Yeah, that's definitely LPG or LNG. Not too sure. I don't have the radar open yet. We'll work on that in a minute. Trying to set something up. Oh, that's the wrong port. I was trying to push an HDMI into a USB port. That would have been bad. Let's see if this works. Yeah, so this is how wet my passenger window is, because the wind is blowing directly into it. So it's really, really moist. It's an LPG tanker. Okay, good. And behind that is that also? I think that's also an LPG tanker, actually. This is the Bow Saga. Okay, let's open the radar. Where's the vessel finder? Okay, so the first one, the Coral Shasta, came from Norway. I got it all wrong. It's a chemical oil tanker. Damn it. So 137 meters long, 20 meters wide. As I said, came from Norway. 7.5 meters deep. Built in 2003. And then behind her is the... Oh wait, no. I was talking about... I was just talking about this one, the Coral, actually. And then the other one is indeed a chemical oil tanker. Came from Richards Bay in South Africa. Wow. So this thing came all the way from South Africa. Chemical oil tanker as well. 183 meters this one, 22 meters wide, built in 2007. She's pretty deep. She's 12 meters deep. Title shows January 17th. Oh no, I forgot to update the title. Damn it. Thank you, Wolfgang. I'll work on that in a minute. Thanks for letting me know. YouTube. Oh no, will I have to sign in? So yeah, I'm pretty sure this tanker is loaded. Hang on. Also the LPG tanker. It's an interesting design, these tanker holes, right? You see like it's a diagonal tank that's sticking out from above the the hull of the ship, that is the tanker part. I saw a video of them cleaning it on the inside. It's a massive, like, hexagon type shape-ish. Here we have the Bow Saga shippies. Hey, Bezzy. I'll fix the YouTube title in a minute. It's the same country. I mean, South Africa is a big place. I feel like we've seen this one before, at least a very similar, maybe a sister ship. Because I remember zooming in on the writings on the side here. Oh yeah, no naked lights. That's what I remember. No mobile phones, but no naked lights. Whatever naked lights may be. I know what it is, but basically no lighters or fires, no open fires. Oh, I think we got a big the Seaways on the way as well. Cool. Very typical for these oil tankers is the very small butt of the ship. It's hard to see because we're looking at it from the side, but it gets a lot narrower near the end. Oh, this one is sitting under the Norwegian flag. Bergen, home city. There she goes. Okay, I gotta fix the YouTube title. Avoid confusions. This is my channel. No, why do you open it with YouTube Studio? I don't want that. Oh no, is that gonna be a problem? Okay, I'm gonna delete YouTube Studio app. Jesus Christ. I like how YouTube has an app for creators called YouTube Studio, but you cannot do anything in it. You can only check stuff. You cannot change anything, so you need to do it through the website. Okay, cool. Okay. Content live. This one is live. Ooh. Oh god, this is horrible. There it is. Edit. Okay, what's today's date? January 24. 4. Done. And save. Alright, title on YouTube should be updated. You can load container ships and containers on your truck in the game I linked. That's why you linked it. Gotcha. Should have added that when you linked it, Bezzy. I didn't know why you. I was like, is he just linking a simulator? Do you know when those tunnel pieces are scheduled to be shipped through here? Right, let's talk about this. So in this year, for the next few years, they're building a new tunnel under this river near Antwerp. And how they are basically gonna build it is they're gonna dig a trench in the river, and then they have massive concrete tunnel pieces that they've prepared in Zeebrugge, and they're gonna ship them from Zeebrugge over the river, so by the place that we're standing, to Antwerp to then lower them down into the river, and then they will close the trench up and pump out the water. That's basically how it will work. They're planned to start shipping them somewhere half May. So, yeah, we don't have an exact date, but I do know where they are in Zeebrugge, so I will keep my eye on the radar starting from the half of May. We do have a TwitchCon Rotterdam by the end of May. I'm not sure if I'm going, but yeah. So it's gonna be a few more months until we see them, which I'm happy about, because then we're sure the weather will be a bit more lenient. Hey Hans, what's up with the red boat race? So yeah, somewhere half May we'll start seeing those. If you're curious about the tunnel that I talked about in the Discord, there's some pictures. If you scroll up a bit in the general channel, you'll see they're absolutely massive chunks of concrete, like blocks, that they are gonna ship. So I heard they're gonna be on like barges, and then there'll be multiple tugs around them. To make it even more fun, they're gonna do probably, I guess, overnight, a 6-hour stop here in Terneuzen, where we are right now. I don't know where they're gonna dock, but I would almost think that it's gonna be somewhere over here where we are right now. So it should be interesting to come check all that stuff out in May. Got another ship coming our way. I think we also got the Seaways, yeah. They just dug it out, like they blocked out the water. I saw a picture of it at some point, Hans, somewhere. There's photos of it, if you're really curious. Radar. So the small shippy that we're looking at is a Turkish ship. The Rami Yaksi. It came from Sheerness in the UK. 110 meters long and 16 meters wide. That's a long and narrow ship. Oh, the titles on Twitch is also wrong. Thanks, Dimi. I'll fix that. Yeah, I forgot I started adding the date to my title, so I forget that I have to update it every time. Okay, let's do the Twitch title as well while we're at it. It's going to be a bit easier because you can do that one in the app. Edit stream info. 24, right? 2, 4. Dude, January is almost over already. Damn. Okay, title's updated. Thanks for letting me know, guys. Appreciate that. Turkey. Turkey the country, not the animal. My car is continuously like wobbling. It's like I'm also at sea. Is that a cruise ship? No, it's a Ro-Ro ship. It's actually a very, it's a line between Ghent and Gothenburg, Sweden, which goes multiple times a week back and forth in between. I think there's 3 or 4 ships doing this route continuously, back and forth between Sweden and Ghent. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Volvo stuff on board, especially in the belly of the ship. Because yeah, there's a Volvo factory in Ghent, so pretty sure they're loading Volvos on her, back and forth. Oh, was it the same technology? Oh, interesting. Yeah, maybe I saw something. I don't know. Maybe it was the Konenepep. Could be. So we'll see that that big white one take a right-hand right hand? Yeah, right hand turn in front of us. Okay, cool. I'm actually gonna try and see if I can get close to the river where they're building the tunnel, and maybe we can catch them lowering one of the segments. Although timing wise, we'll have to really match it. And I'm not sure how fast it will. It will probably be like super slow that they lower these massive chunks down into the river, because they are absolutely massive. So that's something to look forward to on the river. Excited about catching that. And there's eight segments in total that they have to transfer over. So we'll have 8 chances to catch them. If you see the camera wobble a bit, that's because of the wind hitting it. So I apologize for that. Interesting bow design on this one. Also, I'm gonna assume that she's completely empty right now. If you see how high she is in the water, that's an empty ship. So she's probably gonna load up here in Antwerp and then go out. Let me do the overlay thingy. Hopefully it should be working. There she is. Built in 2022. You can clearly see her bulb in the front. It's a very round bulb, right? It's like a circle almost, half a circle. Barely sticks out. She's looking good. She's actually looking quite fresh. There's almost no marks or anything on her. Look how. So she's 2 years old. One scratch mark, that one black stripe there. But it looks like she's very well maintained. She might be cycling her ballast tanks or something, because she's leaking. Right over there. The MV stands for motor vehicle, right? She's getting some more wind, and you can see her lean a little bit. So whenever they come by this spot, they are at the entrance of the canal, and there they have a lot more wind hitting them. Is that safety first on the front? Yeah. It's the first time I see that. You have a driving test next week. Good luck, Bezzy. Hope you succeed. Is it difficult in Germany to get your driver's license? Because I know it's different in a lot of places, how difficult it is. It is? Gotcha. I mean, it's already, like, compared to when I got my driver's license, it's already increasingly more difficult in Belgium as well. Seems like they make it more difficult every year. Oh my god, my car is literally like shaking. Wow, that's interesting. Can you guys catch that? Let's see if we can catch it. Yeah. You can see like the wind going over the water. It's creating like these ripples that are going away from us. This is the wind. Oh yeah, you can. Oh, that's there. You can clearly see it there. Although the encoding might be messing it up a little bit. All right, let's go over there. Next one coming up. And put it on the overlay. It's the Primula Seaways. Ship, it's our number 925 9513. So good. Frasgaballer, hello. Good. It's just noon. Good afternoon. So, the Primula Seaways, it's a stream regular, of course. We do see her quite often indeed. Just under 200 meters, 26 meters wide. Came straight from Gothenburg, Sweden, as I said before. Let's try to dual cam this, because once she takes the right hand turn in front of us, I can never fully show her size. So maybe we can with the second cam today. Let's give it a try. All right, cool. Just double checking that it's on. Yeah, it's on. Cool. Okay, you guys want to hear the wind noise for a second? I'll let you guys hear the wind noise for a minute. Everybody be aware, it might be loud. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's very loud, isn't it? Yeah, explicit. Yes, boat. Honestly, this is one of the better looking ships on the river. Even though we see it quite often, I do like the design on this one. I'm doing good. I'm happy that we're finally able to go out again. Last week I was only I streamed on Friday, but it was already so misty that it wasn't actually worth being here. And then on Saturday and Sunday there was even thicker fog, so I basically couldn't stream last week just because of the weather. So it was kind of sad. So I'm happy that I'm able to go out today. And on Sunday we have expected clear blue sky. We should expect clear blue skies. So hopefully that forecast will come true. Then we can come out again. Look at her leaning. It's like she's leaning into the wind a little bit. Hey, Albie. Good afternoon. Well, I should say good morning, good evening, or good night, wherever you're from. Yeah, she's definitely leaning. I wonder if the wind will pick up even more over the night. I didn't actually look at that. What the wind forecast was, if it was gonna pick up or die down over the day. I'm gonna bust out this thing though. Hell yeah. Just taking a blankie to stay warm. Cool. Oh, there's a little tugboat that came out. Unless maybe because of the wind, I don't think this one will need a tugboat though. Only when there's like extreme winds, they do use tugboats on the canal. But it doesn't look like this one will connect up with it. Unless it's gonna connect to it from behind, maybe. Nah, the tugboat is not gonna link up. The cruise ferries between Finland and Sweden are cool ships. They have, yeah, I heard that a lot of people there use those ferries for what is it, like booze shopping, or how do they call it, booze trips or booze cruises? I heard something like that. Because it's tax free or something, so it's cheaper to buy alcohol on those ships while they're on the water. The wretched Rahmi was really cool. Wait, is that the one that we just saw, the Rummy? It is, right? Alright, so this one was gonna take a right-hand turn right in front of us here. Should have a good view. Let's go and look at the bridge for a minute. Say hi to the captain. Hey, puppy. Is there anyone even on the bridge? I don't see a person. Oh, there's one. The ghost ship. This is where she's getting too big for us. Should just switch. Wait, no. Yeah, that's the button we want. DFDS stands for Deutscher Fahrdienstservice. Check out Port Huron ships. I'll have to check that out. Sweet pip setup. Yeah, I know. I like the pip. Because we can look up close, but then also see the whole thing. What a good looking ship, isn't she? Hey Akandas, missed you coming in. And there she goes. Many people many times take a 24-hour cruise, Turku, Stockholm, Turku, without leaving the ship. There's there's limits now because you have to go through customs. They're not, of course, government came down on stuff like that. Of course, because governments. We're obviously a lot of alcohol. I mean, they just stock up on alcohol. It's not necessarily they're all consuming it there. They're just stocking up on it. Port Huron has some ice. The other side is look east into Canada. So here we'll see that thing. So that is the bridge, how they roll on and roll off these vehicles from the ship. So this thing folds down and then they can all drive on and off. Swaying from being drunk counters the rolling of the ship. I remember back in the day, people would buy on the cheap ferries to the UK as well, on international. The shops only open in international waters. Yeah. I assume that's still a thing there's still a ferry from Rotterdam to the UK, so I assume maybe there's also shops on board that thing. Oh, the rain is picking up again. I really hope it doesn't rain too much, because we are drop proof, but if it really starts raining, we have a problem. All right. Got another tanker coming. Take this one back inside. When I was young, we went on a cruise on Viking Sally. There we go. That's better. Oh yeah, the rain is getting bad. Please stop. What does the rain radar say? Ay, ay, ay. No, it's a brand new area of rain showers that formed. Damn it. There's to our drag racing. Wait, is there a second one? The other one is going away from it. Look at this low rider there. So this is the Chem Cobalt on the way to Rotterdam. 146 meters long. I'm glad you're here, Condos. Makes life much easier for me. 24 meters wide. You just realized weather arrested. I think the Stream Elements weather thing is broken. But yeah, I can tell you it's raining right now. Let me show you. Let's plug this in. So you can see the passenger window is very wet and rainy because the wind is coming directly into it. So that's where all the rain is falling. And then the camera's also a little bit wet, but it's still manageable so far. So we'll see if we can keep going or not. I knew it was a risk going live today, that we might have to end because of rain. Ireland might be windy. Yeah. I saw a forecast for Ireland. It's scary. There's some scary winds there. Very strong ones. Weather Antwerp. Oh yeah, so it is working. It's just not working for so you could do Terneuzen, where we are right now. 8 degrees, but it feels like 4. Yeah, that's crazy. We were here 2 weeks ago and it was very cold in temperature, but there was almost no wind, so it didn't feel cold. Today it's warmer, but it feels a lot colder. So wind is a very big factor for temperature. 8 degrees. Feels like 3. Wind is blowing southwest, yeah. Oh, I do see something big coming in the distance. That is an MSC container ship coming our way. Nice. You're in Antwerp? No. We're in Terneuzen, the second weather locations where we're at Hot Labs. The river ends. The river goes up to Antwerp. It doesn't end there. But. I'm a bit worried about the camera gear at this point. It's getting too wet. What do we do? Let me get it into the car for a minute. We'll see. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, I pressed the button. Damn it. Okay, there we go. So we're hand holding it now. This might be annoying and bumpy and MPH looks weird. Yeah, Stream Elements doing that. I'm trying to be a tripod now. I'm trying to keep it as still as I can, but it's tough. Look at the waves in front of her. This is where she's getting blasted by wind from the canal. There's a double no smoking. No smoking on starboard side, no smoking on port side. You can't smoke in the middle of the ship though, it's fine there. Sounds like the rain might be getting less. We'll have to see. I always had like a mini tripod that I could like put in the car on my lap or something. Like a 30-centimeter tripod. I think the rain has stopped a bit. Let's put you guys back on the tripod so you don't have to deal with me wobbling it. And lock. There we go. It's still raining, damn it. So she also looks very empty. You can clearly see how high she is in the water. The whole nose sticking out. Or bow, of course, is a correct term. Moin, Kibaru. Moin. Guten Tag. Alright, so we have at least one container ship coming our way. But it is a very quiet day on the river, as I expected, because I said in the beginning, I looked at the schedule for the pilots for today, and there was not a lot scheduled. The schedule was getting more busier again when it was like at like 4 p.m. So when it gets dark, unfortunately today. The long view. Well, today we have a good visibility, that's for sure. She's so high. God damn it, now I have that song in my it's so high. What is that ship over there? What are you, good sir? Oh, it sounded like that. I think it's a bulk carrier with its own cranes. And it might be, it's either getting bunkered by that ship next to her. Oh, I'm gonna lose sight. It's probably getting bunkered, getting fueled up. Wind gusts up to almost 150 kilometers an hour. Any news on when the Pride of Hull ferry is due? No. I check it almost daily, but she doesn't have any change in her AIS data on when she's gonna, or when she's expected back in Rotterdam. It would be really cool to catch that one, Ray. I do agree. Although once we are going to Rotterdam to spot somewhere in spring this year, I'm pretty sure we'll see all of them, because those ferries come by there daily. Does it Dublin Port Edition? Don't you think the port would be closed in Dublin? I'm pretty sure no ships will go in or out. If it's like 150 kilometers an hour wind, I'm pretty sure there's no pilot that can go on or off a ship safely in that condition, so I assume not a lot of action is happening. We've seen it on the river here before as well, actually, Spectre. A month or two ago, somewhere in November, we had some wind, some storms, and I was here, and there was no small ships coming in anymore because the pilots couldn't get on or off at the coast, so they just stopped. Only the bigger ones were still coming in. But I think when we have another very big storm here, I will go out to the coastline, actually, by the river. So where the river meets the coast, maybe we can catch some cool stuff there. Let's check if there's anything coming right now. So we do have our visibility back. I see some ships over there, but I think those are leaving. Yeah. Maybe they're even moored over there. Just scanning, see what we can see. Wasn't there a big crane there earlier? Guess the crane is lowered. This is the ship we just saw. Big ships are a priority. Yeah, and I think it's probably just a little bit easier to go to next one of these massive ships and get on board, I would assume, than the smaller ones. There's some platforms parked over there today. There's a ship anchored over there. There's another one, that's the one we just saw, anchored over there, being, I assume, bunkered. Let's see what else we have. There's that one as well, also anchored. Ship. And then what I also saw is that over there, there's a dredge ship working. They've been, I think they're also anchored. Well, it does look like maybe she's moving now. But the ship is definitely dredging over there or doing some works. Another inland ship, more inland stuff. That one has some more bumpy waves by the looks of it. Looks like the water's wilder over there. Look at that. In Turkey, you're building a second Icon class cruise. Oh, it would be so cool if we could catch that one going out. Fly to Turku. I don't think that's in the budget. Pirate ship when? No ID, Bazzy. Bazzy, wow. No ID, Meaty. Bazzy's gonna be upset. And there's the MSC. Finally, container ship. First container ship of the day coming at us. Meanwhile, I don't think I positioned the camera so I can show you, but maybe. No, it's just behind the the car. I tied the camera down so it doesn't fall over because of the wind, so I can't move it. But yeah, the Seaways has just entered the lock. All right, I think the MSC will be our next bigger ship to come by. What's Radio Caroline? No idea what that is. Yanich. Looks like the locks for the inland ships have opened. Oh, look at that spray coming from behind her. She's empty and high in the water. Look at that. The Jupiter. The Jupiter is on the way to crew nose. I'm glad the crew knows where they're going. Otherwise, we would have a problem. Wait, this is not a tanker, is it? Oh, this is not a Jupiter. Where's Jupiter? Is one of them Jupiter? Anyway, stay on this one for a second. Hey, Trap. Oh, it's a pirate radio station, like Veronica. And it was broadcasting from the sea? Whatever that is, it isn't on AIS. Really? Interesting. What's up, Toast? Wow, look at the water. I feel like the water has gotten a little bit wilder over the last, like, 10, 15 minutes. Because I also saw another ship getting slammed by waves in the distance. From international water, so they couldn't touch that. I know there's like this big like island in front of the UK coast somewhere. Like these big massive concrete pillars. There was also like all kinds of piracy happening on it. Hey to Awkward, hello, welcome on the YouTube. Oh, I haven't done it yet, my hourly call to action. Everyone, if you're lacking the ship content, you want to see more ships live, also bigger ones than today, because today is a bit of a day with smaller ships. Don't forget to follow the channel if you're watching on Twitch, or drop a sub if you're watching on YouTube. Because we are also live on YouTube. It is free and it helps out the channel a lot. So thank you. If you want to help. Yeah, this is the Promessa. So I'm gonna check. I saw one ship like getting slammed by waves a little bit, but it looks like they died down a bit now again. Let's see. Oh, there it was. Yeah, there's one very low in the water over there. Look at that. That one is so that it's getting slammed by the waves. Ooh, it's interesting. Stay on that for a minute. The rain picked up again? God damn it. I hope I don't break this camera. That would suck. You don't discriminate about both sizes. Oh, look at that small one getting slammed by the waves. Can we please not do rain? Should have brought like a little towel so I could dry off the, the camera. What can I do though to keep it drier? Sorry, I'm trying to dry off the camera a little bit. Seems to help. Let's do it. Yeah, those guys are definitely having a rough ride today. Look at that. Yeah, the rain's picking up. I'm gonna have to put it back inside of the car. Damn it. Oh, oops. What did I do? I pressed the button. Off. There we go. I can't believe it. We finally got rid of the mist, and now we're dealing with this rain. We're now getting a cam guy. If we reach 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and we have 2,000 viewers on YouTube, then I'll think about getting a camera guy. Until that day, highly unlikely. You see the camera wobble a little bit sometimes? That's the car wobbling, actually. It's not me. Need more clickbait videos? Yeah, that's not. You'll never do YouTube? Yeah, YouTube's good. Okay, look at the ship drifting once it's coming out. Can clearly see it go sideways. Make it a family company. Nah, for me this is a hobby. I don't think this will ever be more than a hobby. That one is also like, you can clearly see it go sideways with the wind. Yeah, the wind has definitely picked up, huh? I'm gonna have to put on a glove if I'm gonna keep holding the camera like this. Hang on, give me a second. Not ideal today, not ideal. Alright, let's go check out the shippies again. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's really raining bad now. It sucks. Ay, ay, ay. It's almost like the ship isn't going forward because it's now going directly into the wind. Will I do geocaching in the future again? I don't know. There's no plans for it right now, but never say never. I don't know. The thing for me with geocaching is I burned down on it a bit. The problem is that I've done all the cool stuff near me, and it was always such a long drive out to catch new interesting caches that it burned me out completely. I just didn't have the time for it. But as I said, never say never. I just gotta move home so I can do more geocaches on other places. And if I would move home, I would like to move over there. See that big apartment block? I would like to move over there so I can just stream from inside of it. We can literally have a 24/7 boat spotting streams then. Am I still working on the RVs? I mean, if I'm in an area where there's one that I don't have yet, I'll definitely try to pick it up with you. I'm still a premium user. But I don't know, for streaming it, I don't know yet. Ooh, why is it? Is here. Hang on, let's just replay this. Hey. Where's Brotin Freno just subscribed for 3 months? The storm is here. Where's Brot? Dankeschön for the tier 1. 3 months already. Time flies. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Nee, Dankeschön. Dankeschön für die support. My German sucks. I only have 1 year of German in school, so can't blame me. So if you're just joining and you're wondering why the image is so wobbly, I'm hand holding the camera for a moment because the rain's pretty bad. I'm not sure if this one... Yeah, you can clearly see the window there. It's raining pretty bad. Yeah. But I'll definitely try to catch this... Ooh, what is happening? Oh, My thumb was doing stuff. Hang on. There we go. Better than my Dutch. You need a camera clamp. The problem is I would do it on the steering wheel. It would look like this. You see how dark it is if you go through the... Because I could actually... Can I even show you? I could clamp it on this. There's like this clamp that I have on my steering wheel, which has the monitor on it. And then there's another attachment point here. So I could clamp it there, but filming through a window is not ideal at all. Oh, this is the Cines R. We've seen that one before, actually. Going to FRLEH, so that's France, Le Havre. This one is going to France. Smaller MSC ship, still 243 meters long, 32 meters wide. Currently 11 meters in the water. Built in 2001. She's an oldie. She's 24 years old this year. Talking about new ships, not sure I talked about it before on stream, but December 31st, we spotted one of the Hue vehicle carriers coming by, one of the biggest in the world with a capacity of, what was it, 9,100 cars. BYD, yes, the car brand, they also have ships apparently. They launched a bigger one now, with a capacity of 9,200 cars. The BYD Shenzhen is now a thing. So the one that we saw is no longer the biggest. There's a bigger one now in terms of capacity. Hey, Hamburg have another day of sunny ships. Yeah, I'm hand holding it because it's raining a little bit too much for the camera. I'm not waterproof yet. I'm still thinking of how I can waterproof the camera a bit better. But yeah, at least we have visibility. I saw you stream the cruise ship being docked. that was a sight. Very good sight lines on that one. The Asuka 3. I think the rain's dying down. I might be able to mount it again. Let's try. Let's see how it goes. Mounting the camera. Just lock it in place like that. Okay, you guys are docked again. You had a tailor make a custom-made rain cap for the tripod and cap. Ooh, that sounds interesting. Yeah. I bought one on Temu, a cap for like a little plastic thing for over the camera, but it looks horrible. The problem is I cannot control the camera anymore. I cannot use the zoom lens properly. Ooh, that's an interesting ship. Oh no, is that a ship leaving? I'll check it out in a minute. There she goes. None of the ready-made. Yeah, I can. Yeah, I get that. 3,430 TEUs. So if you're new to the channel, that means the ship can carry up to 3,430 of these smaller containers. You see the small ones here in the front? It can carry 3,430 of those. If you want to know how many of the bigger ones it can carry, so the ones behind it, just divide the number by 2, because those are 40-foot unit containers. So there's something interesting. There's like an orange tarp thing on that container over there. I'm going to be carrying something special there. Like the azure blue. Oh yeah, there's. I didn't even notice. Yeah, there's one azure blue container on it. Oh, it has a crane as well at the back, so it can unload the back of the ship by itself. Yeah, so I was coming out Worsbrod with the idea that, oh, it's gonna be an interesting day for seeing smaller ships on the river with the wind, but apparently because it's a very southern, southwestern wind, there's not a lot of waves or turbulence on the water. Because it's an inland wind, right? It comes from over the land mostly, so the water here isn't as affected by it. The only place we see it a little bit is when they go by the river, so the canal opening, which is right where that one is. You'll probably see it drift a bit, I think. Stay still. Yeah, it's definitely battling the wind a bit, this one. No, I don't. Maybe it's like the outer edges or something of it, but it's definitely not crazy winds like Ireland here. And from what I've seen, it's also not forecasted to hit here. So yeah, you can clearly see it now drifting. This is the Trudy. On the way to what? Dredge Advanchem. Sounds French. Yeah, she's definitely battling the wind and the waves and the current a bit. So we've got another tanker ship in the distance coming our way as well. Wow, she's really struggling. So now she's going head on into the wind. Come on, Trudy, you can do it. This is also the spot where the water is always turbulent. Where the river meets the canal to Ghent, the water is always a little bit turbulent, even on not windy days. Also, Ghent ship fun coming from the... Oh, it's the container ship with the best name out there. Ghent ship fun. They were out of ideas for naming their ships, so they just named it Ghent ship for container ship. And then fun. Okay, now she's speeding up again. Every day's a party on board. As I said, I looked at the schedules. It's gonna be a more quiet day on the river today. I still wanted to come out since I wasn't able to stream much last weekend because of the mist. Actually, traffic is supposed to pick up around 4 or 5 p.m., but unfortunately it gets dark then as well, so it's unfortunate. And there she goes, into the canal. Boat team with boat face, oh no. Okay, let's see what's coming in now, because I haven't checked the radar in a while. Oh, what is that one? That's an interesting ship. Elemento, a tanker ship. Is definitely staying daylight longer? Yeah, definitely. Okay, so that one is interesting. I want to see that one come by in a minute. Then we have an Arklow Cove coming by. Oh, that one is also going to Neusen, so that's also a right-hand turn here. 2 ships going to Ghent, actually. That are coming towards us, so that's good. So we'll catch those, definitely. 3 ships going to Ghent. Oh, we're going to Ghent today. They're smaller ships. Oh, 4 ships going. We have the next 4 ships coming from the coast, except for 1. So out of the next 5, 4 of them are going to take the right-hand turn here towards Ghent. Oh yeah, I see the con ship Fun. That one is going to Antwerp. Should be able to catch that one as well. Behind her, not much by the looks of it. No, all the rest is too far out. Okay, and I'm looking towards Antwerp. Another Coral LPG tanker coming. We saw a Coral going in earlier. Now we'll see a Coral going out. Oh, another container ship. Ooh, that one has an interesting bow design. I like it. A container ship coming from... No, we have some action coming. That's cool. Let's see. Go further up the river. It's an inland vessel. Okay, that's about it. So there's some stuff coming. Caroline A just left the port. I haven't actually checked today what big ships we have in the port right now, so let me check that as well. Let's see. Oh, yeah, the HMM Rotterdam is in port. That's a 400 meter, 62 meter wide one, so one of the big boys. But that one only came in yesterday, so it might be a while. Do you know if shippers watch your stream? As far as I know, not yet. We haven't had a shipper. We have people working on ships, or that have worked on ships, Spectre, but we don't have any shippers yet. It will be cool to get some at some point. We'll see if the YouTube keeps growing a bit. So this one is a push and tug ship, by the way. As you can see, it's pushing 2 barges side by side. Okay, hang on. So we have the HMM Rotterdam in the port. Let's go to the other big container dock. The Ever Globe is in Antwerp. It's one of the Ever ships, another 400 meter big boy. The MSC Gemma is still in port. That one came in last week, I think. No, she came in later. So the Gemma, another 400 meter one. Okay, I think there's 3 400 meter ones in the port right now. Maybe we can catch one going out this weekend. Oh, there's a Hugh car ship as well in the port. The Hugh Detroit. Daytona is also still in port. There's some interesting stuff in the port, and I hope we can catch some of it this weekend. Cool. All right, get off my phone. Do some more filming. Oh, I didn't check the canal from Ghent to see if there's anything going out from there. Check that in a minute, then. Yeah, it does look like overall we still have some action going on, so can't complain. that one. The canal coming from Ghent. Let's see. Nope, nope, nope. 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 Yeah, there's nothing on the way out either from Ghent. Still have the dredge over there. Let's do a digital zoom, see what they're doing. So are they actually doing anything? Should be able to see it on AIS, right? Oh no, it's a general cargo ship. What? This looks like a dredge. No, this is just at anchor. So this is called the Zeeber, the ship. It's just anchored there. I thought it was a dredge. My mistake. Yeah, it's gonna be like 10 minutes for the next interesting one. So there is a ship called Elemento coming from the coastline. It's classified as a tanker, but it has a very interesting shape. It almost looks like a little ferry ship or something. Zeeber, there it is, built in 2008. Currently sailing 0 knots. Yes, ooh, camera, please. Oh, thanks for that, Toast. We needed to know that. Yeah, so that is a container ship that's on the way. And the Coral is there. That's a Coral LPG tanker on the way. Some smaller stuff on the river as well. Nothing much though. If we go to the coast and check it out over there. Let's see, how can we catch? So there's a MSC seen us going out. No Melina today, no. Should I check where she is? You know, you're all big Melina fans. If you don't know Melina, Melina is a dredge that we've seen like, I think over 10 times on the stream right now, by now. So Melina, there she is. Let's see. Wait, is that correct? That's another Melina ship, I think. Yeah, that's another Melina. Damn it. Melina. Ah, there she is. Oh, she's in Antwerp. She's in port. Metal doesn't float. Boats aren't real. It's interesting. So this whole stream is AI generated. That's the green one that we see as a... Oh, what is that behind? Or is that... Interesting. The green one is the Arclo, but then where's the element? The Elementor. And the earth is flat, I see. I think it's behind the pier there, the ship. We'll see it show up in a minute then. Yeah, my chat suddenly has turned into conspiracy. Boats aren't real. The Earth is flat. Mercury is a metal. We all know Mercury is a planet. Then we also know that the Earth is not flat. And we're looking at boats. So I debunked all of your statements. Oh, and wood weighs as much as a duck. Yeah, that might be true, actually. We also, I still haven't seen on radar or in real life the new lock in use. So it's still not being used, the new lock that they built here. You don't see proof ducks exist. I do have a bird here, but it's not a duck. Where is he? Oh, damn it. Plants, please don't. Nope. The camera's like, nope, we're not doing this. Oh, there she goes. So we do have a bird over there. It's the only bird. We don't have Steven Seagal joining us today. Yeah, this is a curlew. The bird is fuzzy. Looks like... It's funny that you say that. I was here last week and it was very foggy. And I saw a bird in the distance on the water, just floating on it. And I swear to God, it made me think of those blurry Loch Ness Monster photos. It looked identical. The shape, the reflection on the water, the fogginess around it, it looked identical. Funny enough. I wasn't able to catch it on stream though. Are there any other birds here on the pier? Nope. Nope. Nothing. Alright, let's go back to the metal fish then. Alright, that's metal fish for you right there. Obviously it means I saw it. And then it's the world's tiniest monster. Dude, is that an elementing? Interesting. The picture might be wrong. Exclamation mark camera, Kite. It's a Canon R50 with a 210 to 55 millimeter zoom lens. I was actually looking at getting a better lens already. I always want to improve. Oh, cam? We should give it the alias camera as well. That's fine. Let me see. Oh no, that's the Synergy. No, Elemental is behind. I think the photos for Elemento is wrong. The pictures on the vessel finder for Elemento. It's a very good range, yeah, but I've been eyeing a 100 to 300 millimeter zoom lens with a better f-stops. So it should be even sharper, especially when you zoom in or zoom out. But yeah, the lens, how much was it? Was it 2,000 euros or something? It was ridiculous, the amount of money. All right, bit of a more quiet moment. It is what it is. Zoom lenses, yeah, the most expensive one I found was 26,000 euros. That was like a more video, like a cinema lens. I was like, yep, we're not buying that ever. It was the price of a small car. Well, hang on, oh, come on. I'm trying to set something up, but it won't cooperate. Okay, that should be fine. Do you feel like you need... What I would like the most is get especially for the summer period. So now I'm sitting in the car, right? Because it's cold. But when it's summer... Yes, I'm sitting in the car. But when it's summer, I want to stand outside, and one actually have two cameras. One with like a more wider lens for when the ships are close, and then one with a massive zoom lens. And then I would want more reach. Do they sell lenses on Temu? They do, but they're absolute dog shit. So I'm not gonna even try. The problem with the lenses on Temu is that they don't let in enough light, which makes the image very dark, grainy, blurry. So yeah, it's not worth it at all. The ones that fail QA, I think it's plastic rubbish that they're selling. It's actually funny because there was one review for it that actually made a photo with the lens, fully zoomed in, and it's sort of like a picture of the Loch Ness Monster. It's so dark and blurry. I was like, yeah, we're not doing that. But yeah, it is a lens that will cost 2,000 euros if you get an official lens. And it's on Temu for like 60 euros or something. So yeah, you get what you pay for, I guess. The guy was happy with the lens. He says, oh, it's a good lens. Still waiting on the Elementor ship thingy. I think that's it, but I think it's a different ship than the pictures. I think Vessel Finder has a bug on that one. Oh, it's too bad. Let me check the other app. Marine traffic. So that's the Synergy. Elemento, there it is. Yeah, the photos on Vessel Finder are wrong for that ship. Lo-fi. Is that just an excuse for making bad photos? Oh, look, it's a trend now. Lo-fi photography. We do have the corral already here. She made a good progress. Oh, look at her. Oh, look at her bulb getting into the water. Or splashing up the water. Oh, that looks good. It's a cool shot. So this is the Coral Lophelia. On the way to Steenbank, so it's gonna go for anchor in front of the coast. That's one of the anchor spots, Steenbank. Stonebench, if I would translate it in English. So this is another LPG tanker, 108 meters long, built in 2006. And another Liberia flag. Oh, what a shot. Look at a container ship coming behind her as well. Looks good. All right, we have officially entered hour 2 for the stream. It's time for the hourly call out. if you like the ship stuff and you want to see more, don't forget to drop a follow or subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Because yeah, I can also read your messages, people on the YouTubes. If you have questions, you can always ask them in the chat. I will try to answer them. I find it very hypnotizing to look at the bulb of the ship. Nope, Synergy is blocking the view. So yeah, the ship is also empty. The column grade for 2006. What? Oh, you mean the paint job is still fresh? Yeah, but yeah, she probably had a maintenance a few times since 2006. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Lord Vedder. That's probably the company, right? Anthony Vedder. Anthony Vedder. Is that German? Vedder. Vedder. Do do do. Going fast. He is 70 knots. Yeah, indeed. It's one of the faster speeds on the river here. I guess it makes sense, right? He's empty. They're light. They're also pulling kind of like a wheelie. Yeah, I just noticed indeed 17 knots. Most ships go with like 13 knots here. So our next ships that are coming in are all going to Ghent. See if we can already catch one. No, they're still too far out. That one is going to Ghent. The one behind the pier there is going to Ghent. There's should be another one. Maybe it's still further out. Oh, there it is. Is that the con ship? Fun. Oh, we'll see it when it gets here. Let's check out the ship coming from Antwerp next. A very neat bow design as well, this one. Looks very streamlined. Makes it aerodynamic in the wind. So this is the Faith on the way to Dublin in Ireland. Oh, that was on the way to the storm. Oh, they buckled down well. 154 meters long, 21 meters wide. Portuguese flag, built in 2006. Oh, look at the inland ship in the front here. Drifting sideways. It's already making the corner. Turning into the canal. Looking on radar, the Conship Fun might be the last one of the day, honestly. It's a very quiet day on the river. Those are like bigger ships. Post link about the Lomo hype. Gotcha. Where's the con ship? There it is. Look at that cute tiny ship. 917 TEUs. I was like, oh, there's a passenger ship coming, and then I saw it was the ferry from Breskes to Vlissingen. There's a ferry across the river here, close to where the coast begins. Where are those green containers from? Curious to see which company that one is. She does look well loaded, actually. There's still room, but good load onto Dublin. These containers just with the covered bow always look so cool to me. Yeah, as I said earlier, it's like they look aerodynamic. Ukon? Uon? Never seen those containers before, from what I can remember at least. Ukon. Yukon. Yeah, it's probably Europe container or something. Yukon, yeah, exactly. Yukon.nl. Door to door and K to K container transportation from Ireland. Yeah, so that makes sense since this one is going to Ireland. Everything looks very well strapped in for the probably bumpy ride there, because Ireland, what is that, like 2-3 days until they get there? I know the storm is now, but they might encounter a bit of the storm on the way there. Clouds are getting darker again. Please stay away, rain. I don't want you. So the Elemento is here, but it's a completely different ship than the photo it has on Vessel Finder. Just a day even at that speed, look at that. It's quite a long ship though, 135 meters. Just fits in the frame now, and not anymore. Say hi to the captain. Hello, captain. Yes. Hey, captain, if you're watching the stream, please wave. ETA is January 26th, 5 a.m. Okay. Might be delayed a bit because of the storm. Are those exhausts? Oh, those are exhausts. Oh, that looks, that's cool. Look at those exhausts. It looks like some kind of like muscle car. Like chrome exhausts at the back. That's a good looking ship. This man likes this ship. Yeah, it does look cool. Neat. It's probably also his house. All right. So now we got a threesome of ships, I think, going to Ghent. This is the first one of the list, I think. This is the Asvik, coming from an anchor point. The ship, what is a aggregates carrier? What is an aggregates carrier? That's the first time we've heard that. 116 meters long, 15 meters wide. Hey, Lukai. A threesome of ships. Those captain, yeah, there's a little like houses. The whole back area can be like. I saw one of these inland ships parked over a Christmas in the canal here, and they had like a Christmas tree inside. The lights were on. It was very cozy inside. It's just like a house on the water. It does have an excavator. Construction materials. Oh, okay. It's probably gonna go to Ghent to load up because you can see it's empty. It's like a bulk carrier. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which makes sense why it's going to Ghent, because there's a big. The port of Ghent is very big on like bulk materials, like sands and other stuff. We saw this tugboat going out, and now it's coming back in without a ship. Maybe it went out to switch crews or something. And also, I don't know if you noticed, but we've lost sight of Vlissingen in the distance. It's not foggy. I think it's rain, actually. I think it's like because there's too much wind for good fog. I think it's rain over there. Some heavy rain. So then we have the Arklow here as well. This one is also going to Ghent, and then there's one more behind that. Another one of these little Multra, these duck ships. No. This is the Multra Salver 5, an offshore tug / supply ship. I feel like we've seen this one before, because I remember the big ladder on the side here. Oh no, it's starting to rain again. This is bad news. I'm afraid that rain that we saw is approaching. Look at it. We had clear visibility like 10 minutes ago, and now it's all gone, the visibility on the sunrise. On the horizon. Wow, I can't talk anymore. Your locks have closed for winter, so no ships can go in or out. It's just on a yearly 6-month break. Well, to all the Hits viewers that are watching me, I can say you guys should have voted on the compass to keep him going, but you said, oh, let's just have him finish his trip. So you deserve for finishing his trip. Look at that crane on that ship. That's really cool. So they just mounted a whole excavator on top. And I'm sure that green part can move up and down the ship so it can unload and load itself. Really cool. That's another solution, Kibaru. That's another solution. I like the compass. It was something fresh, something new, something I hadn't seen on Twitch yet that we made there. So it was really cool. So there's another streamer on Twitch, you may or you may not know it, called Hitch. His main thing is hitchhiking and long distance cycling as well since COVID, but he hitchhikes. And we made a widget for him, a compass, and then every time he got a ride, after the ride, the viewers could vote with donations and bits and stuff on which direction he had to go next. So they could basically send him back and forth between two places. And I built that compass, partially. Also empty, by the way, this ship. You can clearly see how high she is on the water. Is he homeless? No. He just enjoys doing hitchhiking. It's good content. If you like the chill vibes of my channel, then you'll definitely like his channel as well. He just looks like a homeless guy sometimes. Maybe a little bit. Let's go and check out the crane. Look at that thing. A Hitachi crane. Big bucket on it. Wait, the crane still... Is that excavator on... Oh, it is on a... I thought it was static, but it's literally an excavator that can drive. Interesting. Imagine pushing the wrong buttons and just driving it off the side of the ship. Looks like it won't rain for too long. Well, so far it's okay, the drizzle. I think it's just gonna be very small drizzle. Not really rain. Yeah, it is on the rails there, but it does have the tires. How are they called again? I can't come up with the word for some reason. Like the tracks around it. It's just tracks? Okay. In Dutch we have a very specific word for it. That's why I was doubting. If I would translate the Dutch word for it to English, it would be caterpillar tires. That's the word in Dutch that we use for it. Caterpillar tires. Yeah, rupsbanden, exactly. What is that bump there? It's a nasty scratch. Oh, looks like a nasty scratch. Ooh. Maybe the actuator's remote control. No. I'm pretty sure there's somebody gonna sit in there. Get all cat being manufactured. No, it's just because rups, which is like the insect caterpillar, is the name. And so the insect that you guys call caterpillar in English is called rups in Dutch. But maybe the brand is involved somehow. Look at that little escape pod. It's also a pretty good drop there. Not as crazy as the drops on the rows, but yeah. Dude, look at the clouds, how fast they're moving. Look at that. I'm pretty sure it's the same in French. Ah, interesting. Raupen in German. You had cat socks. Good stuff. I had them at one point as well. Oh, suddenly the weather's cleared again? The weather's wild today. Remember how the sight was gone? I start to see Vlissingen again in the distance. See, you can start to see it again. Raupenketten. All right, back to ships. Sorry, I was distracted by everything. I'm like an excited puppy today. Okay, so this is the Arklow Cove. It didn't update its AIS actually. But I'm assuming it's gonna go to Ghent as well, this one. Built in 2022 and it has the Irish flag. Also fully loaded, as you can clearly see. She's deep in the water. And we have more ships coming in the distance as well. I think the one that we see behind her there coming our way is the Conship Fun. Gleisket. Oh, yeah. And then we have two more ships. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad it didn't start heavily raining. Do. Looks like she's also slowing down. Well, she was going 6 knots. So yeah, this one is going to Ghent, and then we had the one that we just saw come in. She's also waiting here. There she is. So there's gonna be a queue for entering the lock actually, because they can't go all in at once. So we got burbs. This is now a bird spotting stream. If I can go sharp on the bird. Come on, camera. There you go. He's taking a bath. We're observing the bird bathing. Look at that. Are those holes from the drifters? No. Although, maybe there was more drifting here when I wasn't here. Yeah, there's so many of them. There's a whole flock here. Look at that. Really cool to see, though. All right. Small bird intermezzo. So yeah, Our cove has almost completely come to a standstill here. She's slowly drifting. And coming behind her, I think, is another ship going to Ghent. If there was any good time to test the new lock, now would be it, but I don't think they will. Wait, before we go there, well, let's just check the overlay first. Maris, also on the way to Ghent, coming from Hull, UK. Isn't Hull like the, what was it, the saddest town or the ugliest town in the UK or something? Wasn't that like a thing on the internet a while ago? Container ship, 100 meter long, 16 meters wide, built in 1996. It's an oldie ship. You have a very nice view on the Arklow now. She's right in front of me. I can almost wave at the captain and the pilots on board. Look at that. It is really close. She is old. One bow thruster there, little icon. And man heading out for the mooring in the lock. Look at that zoom. Get the lines ready. Starting to rain again. Oh, damn it. Get out of here, rain. Back to the Maris. And again, we've lost sight of Vlissingen in the distance. It's still there, barely. Are they all gonna go together in that lock? There is no way, right? That they will all fit. I think there will be 2 of them at best. Wait, the lock is 36 meters wide, I think. How wide are these ships? 14 meters, 16. They can go side by side, actually. How wide is the other one? The first one? Also 50. Oh yeah, they can all go together in the lock. There's gonna be one full lock of ships. If all 3 of them go in there together. Cool shot. There's like somebody's car there. Looks like the Maris has also slowed down. Let me check. Yeah, 5 knots remaining from its speed. And then another one. It's raining non-stop here. Bring back the call. I mean, yeah, it's not the best weather for streaming either. I'm just gonna be happy once spring arrives. It's gonna be much more enjoyable to be out here. I mean, I still enjoy it, but you know, rain, cold. So the con ship fun will be my my closing ship for today, because there's not much else on the river. Hey, user, thank you for the biddy. To take the fourth place. I always find it interesting how every ship has its own specific like form of bulb in the front. Even this one looks very different. Very curved upwards, this one, by the looks of it. You are indeed. Gotcha. And now suddenly, again, there's more light. Looking over there. What a weird day for weather. Really weird. Hey Tiger, good afternoon. It's already noon. So I assume that is the... There should still be a bulk carrier as well, right? A bulk carrier and then the con ship fun or something. Let me check radar for a minute here. Oh, oh, there's one going into the port behind us here. Okay, so we won't see that one. The chemical. Yeah, so the next one is the cult ship fun. That's gonna be our closer. So a little wrap up if you just joined. We have the Maris here that's going to Ghent. So that means they're gonna take a right-hand turn over here. And then there's just 2 ships that came by here. They're both there. You can see one over here and then the one behind there. So these ships are gonna go. Yeah, I cannot show you guys today because my tripod's tied down, but just beyond the view is the lock. Oh no, Scythe coming back for the 4th place with 2 biddies. Thank you. You had to figure out how to cheer again. I appreciate the support, guys. As most of you probably know, everything I do earn from the stream, I do invest back into the stream. More stuff, more lenses, a nice little studio like this, for example. So there's a lot. I do appreciate every bit of support, because the ad revenue has completely tanked in January, which is to be expected. So in terms of schedule for the rest of the weekend, I do plan to come out tomorrow, but we'll have to see what the rain does. Holy moly, that scared me. I was looking at the ship. Tiger, thank you for the 100 biddies. I need to look into why my text-to-speech is no longer working. So yeah, thank you for the biddies, Tiger. Yeah, so tomorrow, another rainy day, so I do want to come out, but we'll have to see what the weather brings. On Sunday, it's supposed to be good weather. There is a little sunshine icon on Sunday, so hopefully we get a nice clear day to come out and spot. There's also a lot bigger ships in the port, so I do hope we are able to catch a big boy coming out. I feel like it's been a while since we've caught a 400-meter one on stream. I need my my monthly dose of 400-meter ships. So stay tuned for that. So this one also taking the turn here. Flanders Road Services. Interesting. And there she goes as well. Ba-dum-bum-bum. There's also another small ship coming out of the lock. So we'll be able to catch that one as well, coming out in a minute or so. So there should be a ship coming from over there. And I don't mean the little inland ship that we see in the front here. I was really surprised. There was something in France, and it was shipped with Mars to my landlocked country. I mean, Maersk has planes as well, actually. I also learned that recently, but they don't just do shipping with ships. They actually have a fleet of planes, and their hub is operating from Denmark. I think it was Billund. That's their home airport, near the Lego stuff. Oh, there it is. There's the ship. Why are we focusing on the grass? It's the Middelburg. We've seen that one before on stream. And we also have the other big company that comes by here every once in a while, is the CMA GCM shipping company. I think it was yesterday even, I saw that they also have planes. Very interesting. So yeah, this is a dredge, and it's on the way to France, DKK, so Dredge area in front of Dunkirk, probably, or near Dunkirk. Hey Dylan, what's up? How's the shop setting? It's going well. Well, we are almost done for the day. We have one more container shippy coming by. And then, yeah, we'll wrap things up for today. As I said, hopefully tomorrow another stream. Otherwise, we'll be back on Sunday. So we'll see what's possible. Because, yeah, the weather has been rough for streaming the past 2-3 weeks. I wanted to stream more in January than I did, actually. Is this the last weekend that we have in January? Let's see. Wait, what? Where's my calendar? Yeah, this is, well, we can still stream the 31st of January. Yeah, indeed, Friday the 31st will be our final January day. Looks gloomy. It's chilly. It's chilly. Well, I have to say we had a rough wind at the beginning. I feel like the wind has died down already. Thought it was going to pick up. She's picking up speed. Lots of rain in Malaysia. Yeah, it's definitely winter. I can't wait for spring and better weather. Let's go. Wow, she's really picking up speed now. Look at her go. Wow, that's cool. Full thrust ahead. Hell yeah. If you're new to the channel, this is a dredge ship. So what this basically does is it sucks up sand from the bottom of the sea or canal. Hang on. Wow, I'm developing a cough. I can drink something. And then it can deposit it somewhere else. So they probably went into the canal here to empty. Although she does look loaded. But she is on the way to a dredge area right now. In front of the French coast. Alright. Closer of the day is coming in. A ship with a name so unique that you cannot make it up. It is a container ship. And we'll wait maybe for the overlay to update magically by itself. But the name of the ship is Cont Ship Fun. They really ran out of ideas for a name. So it came from Southampton in the UK. It's 130 meters long, 20 meters wide, 8.4 meters deep in the water. So she's some good. Ooh, are those tractors on board? Ooh, that's neat. It's a good closing thing. Yeah, they are. This is no longer a container ship. It's now a vehicles carrier. The ship identifies as a ro-ro. Built in 2006, so she's 19 years old. She's very rusty. Look at those cranes. And she can carry 916 TEUs. Is it a Ro-Ro? It identifies as a Ro-Ro, as you can see. But the tractor's on board. No, it's a container ship. They'll have to crane it on or off. It does give you a little thing for scale, though. Because we've all seen a tractor in real life. We all know how big it is to stand next to a tractor. Look how tiny those tractors look compared to the ship. Keeping in mind that this is actually a small ship. British tractors, I assume so. So she's very maneuverable. Look at that. She has 2 bow thrusters in the front. Those big icons on her bow. It's a low, lift on, lift off. I have to say, the cranes do need a lick of paint. Jesus Christ, Hans. Of course it's on the right. Look at that. And there's quite a few of them on it. Of course they're all at the top, because yeah, you cannot stack a container on top of that. In the center. Oh, really? That's cool to see. Wait, we gotta stop here. This will be template, the thumbnail for the YouTube VOD. There we go. That's gonna be it. What is that? Oh, there's more tractors down there as well. Really cool. Yeah, it's big tractors. It's not small. It's not tiny tractors. It's cool to see this, though. It's not an everyday sight. See containers on tractors on a container ship. Look at that. That's a lot of tractors on there. Is it Lamborghini? No, I don't know what the brand is. I'm not into farming simulators, so I don't really... Oh, it's Case. It's Case New Holland. There is a big Case New Holland factory in Belgium somewhere, I believe. Dude, now the weather's clearing up. Just as I'm about to wrap things up. Jesus. Ah, the timing. Should I check the radar? See if there's anything other coming. Because look, remember how earlier, for those of you who've been here for a while now, we couldn't see the city in the distance? It's clear vision up there now. Look at that. What a difference. All right, let me check the radar for a minute before I call it. Because I do know, that's another 2 hours. That's gonna be too long. Yeah, there's nothing coming in right now at all. All right, on this beautiful site. Hey Quokka, you can't believe the weather changes so fast. Yeah, it is. It's a really wild day for the weather. All right, let me push a button. Oh, why do I keep scaring from it? Ooh, wow. Ray, thank you for the 1,000 bits. I still need to work on my text-to-speech thing. I should write it down. Superb mix of ships today. Thanks for streaming. Thank you for the 1,000 biddies. Thank you for the support. Okay, let me press the button. All right. So as I said, I hope to be back tomorrow unless it's super rainy. As always, I will give updates in the Discord on the status, on the plans, or other ship-related news. So if you're interested, you can always join the Discord. Sunday is promising to be very sunny. So I'm hopeful for Sunday to definitely have a stream. And yeah, thank you all for hanging with me. Shorter one today, older one as well. And yeah, see you all very, very soon. Bye bye.